Mrs. Watts, you are here on behalf of your deceased son, Alex, who was tragically murdered just a few months ago. I'm very sorry for your loss. You stand here on his behalf because you doubt he fathered the defendant's 20-month-old son, Caden, and you have asked for a DNA test to determine the truth. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Sherelle, you say that you are 100% sure that Mrs. Watts' son, Alex, fathered your baby, Caden, and you are here to prove it.
Yes, Your Honor.
It has been determined by this court. The percentage of relatedness between Ms. Lita Watts and Caden is 0.006%. You are not related. Mrs.
Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah. Choloyim La Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash, double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, that by the Spirit taught us His beautiful truth. Just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan Nawaf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And you see what it is. This is nothing surprising. This is something that, you know, us as so-called black men or Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American men have to deal with on a regular basis. You know, our women have been weaponized against us, you know, from the so-called white man's experiment, so to speak. But, you know, he has definitely put our women against us and have caused that discord amongst our people from the households first. And he knows to use the woman. That's the reason why he'll, you know, give food stamps. He'll give, you know, Medicaid and Section 8 and, you know, all this shit to them. You know what I'm saying? We'll have them saying, I don't need a nigga. I don't need you, nigga. They quick to tell you, I don't need no man. I don't need, until it's something that they really need you for. Motherfucker can't change a tire on a car. They calling you about why the car don't start. You know, calling you, you know, shit break out in the house. Some motherfucker get the kicking in the door. They calling their uncle or their dad or something. They need a man, really, in reality, you know. So, but this is the results of being in Esau Edom's kingdom for far too long. The Lord Yahweh, that's the true name of the Father, is going to get us out of this situation by sending His Son Yahweh Shai, which is our King and our Savior, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus. He's going to come through, and we're going to be swept away from this bullshit. And we would never go through anything like this again. This is true captivity. This is a part of true slavery. See, when you're conquered and you're enslaved, your enemy, he sets up, you know, situations like this. We have absolutely no control over our daughters, you know, which grow into women that do shit like this. Like this guy, he's gone, you know, which is mercy. That's mercy from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua to not even be in this earth right now. Anytime you're absent from the body and present with the Lord, that's a blessing, man. Us being on this earth, this shit is a true curse to us, man. Especially being in captivity to these weirdos. But anyway, let's grab a quick scripture. I just seen that and was like, God damn. And you looking at you know, the little girl, and you look at the boy, you look at the grandmother, you look at the mom. And the way that the child looks, you know, you just like, well, shit, that look like that could be his seed. Here she go, this doofy bitch is in court knowing full well. She knew. Don't think that she didn't know. Or at least a possibility, because she's probably dealing with a few niggas at a time. But she had to have known. You go on court and you go to court on TV with the deceased. You know what I'm saying? With his mama. His mama knew. You know why his mama probably knew? Because she on that tip too. She already know how slippery women can be. Because she probably done pulled the same shit. Then you got this Lauren chick up in the goddamn pulpit acting as if she's this source of rulership. This is 1 Timothy chapter 2. Verse 11, let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. And that's your judge. Her ass should shut the fuck up, go somewhere and make some biscuits, You know, but of course, Esau Edom, he has set the woman up in these positions. That's the reason why this woman was able to gad abroad, go somewhere else, let some other man stick his rod in her. You know what I'm saying? Pump her ass up. She ain't even use protection. She dealing with two niggas ain't even using protection. Now, if this man was still alive, you know, if he had not even thought of this or proved this, he would be paying child support if he wasn't with this woman. She gets rewarded for being wicked as hell. See? And we getting to a point of the Lord is about to start judging you wicked ass women, man. Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. And that's very careless. That's very, very careless. Because you can get... It's plenty of men that's got blown away, got their noodles cooked. You know what I'm saying? Or in a damn wheelchair. Goddamn bag attached to them. They can't even get up and use the bathroom when they on. Somebody got to feed their asses. Or they're being fed through a tube because of one of these hoes. Or their asses is in a grave. Who knows? He could be. The reason why this guy probably was deleted, or the reason why he's back in the spirit world, could have been because of her. You just never know. You can see on her face that bitch is wicked. But this is, you know, hey man, I mean, come on, bro. We all got aunties and moms and grandmoms and girl cousins, and come on, bro. Let's just be honest. Even some of you women that may be listening to this lesson right now, like, come on, bro. Come on now. You know, it's a real scant. Hey, women can be scant, bro. Scant is shit. Scandalous. Anyway, verse 9 again, Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, because you're so at ease. And the Lord is saying to rise up. Quam, that Hebrew word for rise. Quam, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. See? I was just listening to the Apostle Rakah, and people be, you know, they always in this comment board talking shit about him because he cut straight to Big Shirley, the Keishas. You know, he calls them. You know what I'm saying? The silverback gorilla. You know, the so-called black woman that's out here just living recklessly. Reckless as hell, bro. You taking a real chance coming around so-called black women. You better off riding through a gang neighborhood of niggas than to be around so-called black women these days. I mean, it's that serious. Because she has become truly a nuisance in the earth, man. Right? So it goes on to say, verse 11, tremble ye women that are at ease, be troubled ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins, which means you need to repent. You need to settle your ass on down, because guess what? Again, I was watching the Apostle Rakah video, and they've been talking about it anyway. These white supremacists, that's, you know, hey, they feeling like if Kamala win this election, they're going to be gunning for you so-called black women. Why? Because they know that it's you clowns that's went out here, and because they looking at you like you're the problem in the earth, because you're the ones that went out and voted for Biden in droves. They feeling like these past 4 years are your fault. They're feeling like if Kamala wins another 4 years of Biden's administration, basically, which would be Obama's administration, is your fault. And they talking about, hey, they talking about doing things to y'all. That's why we say to walk circumspectly. We've been warning about this way, way, way before this election, man. I know I have. Ephesians 5:15, it says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. You're living in very dangerous, wicked, evil times, because Esau is mad as shit about losing his kingdom. Now, he gave you all this power, but now he's mad about how you've used it. He feels as if you have abused the power that he has given you. When he gave you food stamps in Section 8, he wanted you to just dominate your man. He wanted you to destroy the young men that you were raising by yourself, that you complain about on a day-to-day basis. Why can't I find a good nigga Can't find a good nigga because you women, you black women are raising these clowns. And then you complain about the ones that you're raising. He set you up for that. So now this so-called white man, this very man that set you up and told you you didn't need a nigga, I'll take care of you. Now you're coming up against him. Now he's about to come up against you. And guess what? You're both gonna fall flat on your goddamn face. I said that earlier in the video. You're gonna fall right along with the so-called white man because you've been running with the so-called white man. And the Lord hasn't forgot about that. The Lord hasn't forgot about what the so-called white man has done to us as a race, man. The Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But he hasn't forgot about you women's participation in the destruction of our people, man. Because you have completely destroyed us as a people to go along with this man. Don't get me wrong. Some of our women, they get it. They know. They woke. They understand that, okay, we need our men. You see some little red pill YouTube jump offs. You know, with some of these women, they say what they say. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause they believe in the so-called black man. They understand the systematic shit that have been done against us. But overall, these so-called black women, man, they in bulk, they hate the shit out of us. Real talk. So when civil war breaks out, shit hits the fans. Guess what? You're not gonna have no man to protect you. But guess who's gonna have a man to protect them? The white woman. Even some of them are out here, though. Don't get me wrong, because they done fell off, too. But them Trump supporters? No, them Trump supporters, them women are about their men. They're the ones that, you know, that family of 3, 4, 5 of them. You know, the so-called white man with the so-called white woman. They got those 2 sons and a daughter, or 2 daughters and a son. You know, 3 or 4. Hey, them Trump supporters, they believe in keeping their race going. In the meanwhile, you going to Planned Parenthood. You've been doing that forever. So you don't think that the Lord is going to make you pay for that shit? The Lord going to make y'all pay for that shit, man. And it's coming. This very world that has given you all this ability to get abroad and be all free. You're able to jump in your car and go on girls trips without your husband's permission. You know, fuck him. I'm going to go. He can't tell me what to do. But guess what? You think the so-called white woman going to do something like that? No, she's not gonna even consider no shit like that, really, unless she's just one of these, you know, these new schools. You know, you got these new, like I said, you got a nice percentage of so-called white women that are just reckless as hell. Don't get me wrong, but them Trump supporters, we're not talking about these Democrats. Them Trump supporters, no, they're about their man. They're about their children. That motherfucking man can come home and do what he want. Talk all kinds of shit, say all kinds of shit, put hands on her, all kinds of shit. That bitch ain't going nowhere. You still got those women out here. They believe strong in bringing back America, making America great again. But you so-called black women, man, the Lord about to do a real number on y'all. And the scripture says that 2/3 of our people will be destroyed. And guess what? Who's the bulk of the people on the planet? Aren't the women supposedly 7, 8 times, 8 to 1, 9 times, you know, 9 to 1 when it comes to a man? So the bulk of the people that's going to be destroyed is going to be women when thermonuclear fire comes through, bro. So, you know, we do these lessons so, you know, because the Lord do have an elect of the women. Don't get me wrong. There are going to be some women that have, you know, that's going to wake up that have always been righteous. You know what I'm saying? Like they're coming back on their lot. But overall, hey, these women are through. These women are through. Here you go. You got Kamala Harris, supposedly a so-called black woman, which we know she's not. This bitch had every raunchy bitch at her conferences than anybody. You think Donald Trump was gonna have some raunchy motherfucking so-called white chick popping up at his shit? You crazy? This bitch done had Cardi B come through. She done had Beyonce come through. You know, she done had Megan Thee Stallion twerking come through. Here's your heroes and your American heroes of you women that's going out here to vote in droves. Don't know why you voting. Can't name 3 major leaders in the world. You just out here just, she's a woman. She's going to help us continue to abort our babies. The Lord going to get you off all them damn abortions. Think about all the millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of abortions you've had. You don't think the Lord don't remember that shit? The Lord is about to do a real number on you women out here, man. Here you go, this skank, this stank, this skank. Let's get this back again. I'm going to end out. I'm not going to keep this long. This skank standing there knowing full well that baby went at. And you know what? She done went on with the lie. Had her mom, had this guy's mom, she had to have known some about this chick. But then again, like I said too, mama don't look like, you know, she got that look. Mama got that look like, oh, nah, bitch, I know. I know how the game goes. And you ain't running nothing on me. See, when it comes to their sons that they're raising by themselves, they want to try and, you know, cause a, you know, raise a ruckus. See? Oh, my son. You know, get to using these damn sons like they're their fucking husbands or something like that. So she probably done ran the same game on somebody before. So that's the reason why she's more than likely in this courtroom. Well, let's play it back again. I'm going to end out.
Mrs. Watts, you are here on behalf of your deceased son.
See, look at her. You trying to tell me that back in the day, because she ain't a bad looking lady, you know, she kind of looked like she might be a big mama. You know what I'm saying? She probably got them big ass, flabby ass back arms now. You know what I'm saying? But she's not a bad looking lady. You can clearly see that back in the days when she was young, she was probably that deal. So she knows the game. So let's continue.
Alex, who was tragically murdered just a few months ago. I'm very sorry for your loss. You stand here on his behalf because you doubt he fathered the defendant's 20-month-old son, Caden, and you have asked for...
Okay. So, like I said, if you were to look at her and the grandmother, this lady, you would think like, hey, they the same people. They do feature each other. You know? I guess when you kind of look at the looks and stuff, like, you know, as far as the skin color and, you know, the complexion and things of that nature, you know, but they do kind of look alike. You know? I thought this was a little girl at first, but you know, it's a little boy, right? So this would have been her grandson that would have been carrying on the lineage of her, you know, son, so to speak, and this bitch in there done lied.
A DNA test to determine the truth. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Sherelle, you say that you are 100%...
Look at her. That girl, you can see in her face, that bitch clearly knows that is not that guy's baby. She knew that before she came there. She ain't even have to show up for that. You know why she probably showed up? Because they pay these people for these shows. And it could be scripted, but, you know, it do kind of look like it's real. You know, who knows what she had to have known. She probably was there for the bread, a little payout. You know, you get a little money to go on TV and do these. They do get some money, you know. But look at her. You know this chick knew. She knew that shit.
Sure that Mrs. Watt's son, Alex, fathered your baby, Caden, and you are here to prove it.
Yes, Your Honor.
It has been determined...
That big ass smile on her face. Yes, Your Honor. It has been determined you are not related.
By this court, the percentage of relatedness between Ms. Lita Watts and Caden is 0.006%.
I mean, she was crying before the damn results even came out. What was you crying about? She knew. She already had known. But this is how scandalous a bitch will be. She'll lay up with you. It's plenty of men that's done raised children that were not theirs all the way through to adulthood. With a scandalous bitch laid up with you in the bed, knowing full well this baby is not his, and hoping that you would never find out. And she's so prideful to the point where she know this nigga would never know. This nigga would never find out. But the Lord is cold, man. Hey, the Lord brings all things to light. And that's the reason why a lot of these kids be getting knocked off too. I'm going into the Apocrypha. It talks about how that defiled bed, roughly paraphrasing, that bed defiled. It's a lot of people that's on the planet right now that came into the earth, you know, from a defiled bed, from adultery. And those men don't know about the adulterous relationship that their wives had. And then once that child dies or gets fucked up in a horrific way, then it's like, you know, that you know, mama's the only person that's really seriously truly hurt is mama. You know, that the dad, he'll be hurt too, because he really feels like, you know, this is his son or daughter, you know, from that aspect. But she'll be dealing with the guy she know for a fact this is the baby daddy. She'll be dealing with that nigga on the side, man. He knows. She knows. But the husband that's in the household just proudly getting up, going to work, taking care of this bitch. Taking care of somebody that's not even his, man. A child that's not even his. He don't even know, bro. You know, that's really fucking scary. You really, in reality, can't get no more low down than that. You can't get no more low down than that, man. Matter of fact, what's that scripture that talks about? Give me any plague but the plague of a woman, of a wicked woman. So like, I'm gonna end out, man. Let me get this one though. It's Ecclesiasticus 25. I'm not sure exactly where it's at. Let's scour through here real quick. Oh yeah, here it go right here. I got it highlighted. Ecclesiasticus 25 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. Golly. A nigga is like, man, I'll take any wickedness. You know how many wickednesses, plural, there is? This one, hey, I mean, a motherfucker, whatever, he prefer to take anything than the wickedness of a woman, bro. Whew. Googly goo. Verse 19, Ecclesiasticus, also known as the book of Sirach, 25 and 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. See? And that nigga, you know, the homeboy, he probably, that, you know, the deceased baby, so-called baby daddy, that wasn't the baby daddy. He's probably wicked as hell to even had stumbled across a bitch like this. Matter of fact, verse 21, it says, stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. And she wasn't a bad looking chick. You can clearly see, she probably was batting on them big ass eyelashes. You know? Ain't seen no bodies or nothing like that, but you know, she, clearly in the face, she wasn't a bad looking chick. The mama wasn't a bad looking chick, you know? Verse 25, Ecclesiasticus 25 and 25, give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. And that's what's going on in the earth. That's what's going on in the earth. A wicked woman with liberty to gad abroad, and she's gonna pull the shit. You know? Here you go, you had Cardi B talking about drugging niggas and doing all kinds of shit, having trannies pop up, making you think that you having a threesome, and this motherfucker's a tranny after the drugs kick in, had a tranny pop you in the ass. That's a wicked bitch. But guess what? Kamala had her at her conference giving a speech talking about women's rights. Vote for Kamala. Crazy, bro. Let me see though. Let's get one out of chapter 26 here. Verse 9, Ecclesiasticus 26 and 9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Did you see how she was looking? Let's go back.
You are not related. Mrs. Watts, you are here on behalf of your deceased son, Alex, who was tragically murdered just a few months ago. I'm very sorry for your loss. You stand here on his behalf because you doubt he fathered the defendant's 20-month-old son, Caden, and you have asked for a DNA test to determine the truth. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Sherelle, you say that you are 100% sure.
See those haughty eyelids? See? Them haughty ass eyelids. Look at her. Yeah, she's sitting there like, I'm just so innocent. Look at me. I've done nothing wrong in my life. Bitch wicked as hell, bro. But yeah, man, we're to be on watch out, man. And you know, this is why it's so important to pray as well too, man. Pray to Yahweh about H.I.M for protections. You know, you'll be wondering why, you know, certain shit not happening for you, it's because you praying, man. You should be praying like, well, you don't want nothing like this rolling up on you, man. You don't want nothing to do with nothing like this, huh? Trust me.
That Mrs. Watt's son, Alex, fathered your baby, Caden, and you are here to prove it.
Yes, Your Honor.
It has been determined by this...
Like, why is she already crying? There's those haughty eyelids, though.
Court. The percentage of relatedness between Ms. Lita Watts and Caden is 0.006%. You are not related.
Googly goo. Anyway, man. And can you imagine that? Because she probably was like, shit, my son has passed away. I can, at least I got his son, I got his grandson, I got a grandson that's gonna, you know how people be when it comes to stuff like that. And here you go, this treacherous bitch is standing there knowing full well that's not even the grandmom. And she was gonna let it ride too. She would have let that roll forever. She would have had that little boy popping up at the house, you know what I'm saying, getting gifts, getting money out of this man's mama, You know how family be. You got a little grandson. You know what I'm saying. You got cousins and older nieces, and you got older aunties and uncles. They're gonna be proud to have. Okay, we do at least got an addition to the family from his seed. This bitch would have been coming through, dropping the baby off, spending summers and shit like that, spending the weekends. All kinds of money. Grams and them, if they had a little sense, they would put a little fund together, little Gerger. What they got, the Gerger's Babies Fund? So by the time they turn a certain age, you know what I'm saying, they got college money and little shit like that. These women are wicked as hell, bro. That's very wicked, bro. You can't tell me that's not wicked as fuck. Anyway, I'm going to end out there. Pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Yashala and the Bible Bar.